Welcome to Self-Love Miss. Woo! Thank y'all so much for joining me for day 7. Can y'all believe it? Day 7 of the 12 days of Self-Love Miss. Happy Wednesday to everybody. If you don't know who I am by now, let me tell you. Let me charge y'all up on my laptop. But let me tell you, my name is Corinthia Williams, your self-love coach. Yes, your self-love coach. And what I do, I help women transform mind, body, and soul. And so thank y'all so much for joining me. So listen, y'all, since December 1st, right? We've been talking about self-love, right? And I'm everything self-love because I had in my life, I had to learn how to love myself, right? I had to learn how to put me first. I had to learn how to be more aware of my feelings and voice my feelings and those things. Hello from Illinois. Thanks so much for joining me. And so now that I've been on a self-love journey, it led me to help women along their journey. And so I'm the founder of the Queen's Tribe, which is a private Facebook community. It's totally free. And it's a place where myself and other amazing queens come together and motivate and encourage one another, right? And so, like I said, since December 1st, we've been talking everything self-love. I've been coming live. I've been sharing videos. I've been giving journaling prompts, right? I've been doing self-love tips, all kind of stuff to help you along your journey. Because for some reason, when the winter months come, the holidays come, we get bogged down. Oh, thank you so much for the roses. That's my first time getting roses, girl. Thank you. And so when the holidays come around, a lot of times we get bogged down with emotions, right? Some of us have lost loved ones. Some of us feel overwhelmed with emotion because of all that we have to do. We put everybody else first, from the children to the spouses to the significant others, work, what have you. We tend to put people before us. And a lot of us are considered the strong person, right? You know how they say, check on your strong friends. Some of us are the strong friends. And so a lot of times we don't put our emotions and our feelings first. We don't set healthy boundaries, right? We don't set those healthy boundaries we need in order to deal with life, period. Because life happening for all of us, right? But unfortunately, we haven't set that bar so high for ourselves that when life happens and get hit by certain things of life, it's hard to deal with it because we never took the time to tap into us, right? And so if you're watching this on Facebook, make sure you share this so other people can get this word on today. And so today I want to talk to you about journaling and how journaling helps save me. Can I be 100? If y'all know my story, I got a story to tell. I couldn't sit here long enough to even tell you my story, right? Sure. Hello. How are you on TikTok? Thank you so much for joining me. And so I had a traumatic childhood. I went through so many things in my childhood, from abuse to molestation to not knowing my biological father, losing my mother at an early age. I've been through a lot. And so throughout those years and coping and dealing with so much stuff and still trying to be a human being, right? Still trying to be an adult with my own kids and my own household and trying to pay the bills and all these things, I suppressed a lot of what I've been through, right? And that's what we do sometimes. We suppress that stuff. We tuck it away. We put it in the closet so we really don't have to deal with it because everything else is happening around us. We're trying to live this healthy life, this successful life. We're trying to just make it. We're trying to just survive. But life happened that we don't deal with. And so we become that warrior, that strong person, that person where we're always trying to make things better. But in honesty, we got to deal with some stuff that we choose not to deal with. Thank you so much for watching from Brooklyn. I appreciate you. And so with me, right, full disclosure, when I come on these lives, I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me, okay? If you can relate, great. I'm happy for you. I hope you all can relate and get something out of this. But I'm truly talking about me. And so in my process of healing and finding myself, right, I had to really come to that aha moment. You know how Oprah Winfrey say that aha moment, that light bulb go off? Yeah, that's what I had to go through a few years ago. I went through about a depression, anxiety, during the big C time, when we were all shut in. I lost family members. I had it myself. It was a lot going on. Even with my business, I lost clients. At that time, I was running a childcare service. So I lost clients. I lost money. I lost a lot. Thank you, Queen. Thank you so much for giving me those stars. Ooh, I'm excited. Thank you, though. Truly, truly, thank you. I appreciate you. So I lost a lot during that time, right? And so I had to go to counseling. Yeah, the Queen of Transformation, the self-love coach, the certified life and happiness coach. I had to go to a specialist. I had to go to counseling. I had to sit down with someone and say, you know what? I done had enough. It's time for me to heal. See, sometimes we want to heal everybody else, right? That's that strong person in us. That's that go-giver, that overcomer, that one that want to do everything and be everything for everybody else. We want to heal everybody else. But unfortunately, we're doing them a disservice because we're not actually at that point of healing. We're not actually at that point where, you know what, I got this, right? You said so true, right, Queen? We have to heal first. I love to say self-love isn't selfish, it's necessary. Because when you love yourself, guess what? You can love more to someone else. You'll be able to show love to someone else. You'll be able to give love and tell someone and show someone the correct way on how to love themselves. And so I had to go to counseling. I had to go to counseling. And I was going every week until I needed to go every 2 weeks. And then I went once a month. And now I still have a counselor, but I go as needed. You're so welcome, Queen. I'm so glad that this is helping someone. So I had to go through counseling and I did the work. I did the work for me. I had to put everything else on the back burner. You know how we put everybody else, we put ourselves on the back burner. That's what I want to say. We put ourselves on the back burner. When the day's done and completed and we feel our cups are empty, right? We put ourselves on that back burner. But I had to flip the scene for me. I had to put me first for once. See, I never knew how to do that because I was married at the age of 21. My first marriage. I've been married twice. I'm on my second marriage, thank God. We've been together almost 20 years now. But my first marriage, I was married at 21. Can you imagine being married at 20, right? So I was married at 21. I was divorced at least by 22, 23, right? I was the time. And then a few years on my own, then I got married again. So I had other kids in that marriage. So my whole life was centered on somebody else. My whole life was centered around everyone else. And so at that time, I didn't even know my true identity. I didn't know what I truly wanted. I didn't know what made me happy. I didn't know what life was for me because I still had those childhood traumas that I didn't deal with. And here I am, a young adult, early 20s. Now I'm somebody's mama, right? And I had my own mama issues and my own daddy issues. And now I'm somebody's wife. Right? And so because I didn't deal with that, I just compressed it and pressed it down and pressed it down and pushed on until finally I broke. Right? And I tell my story because I don't want you to get to that place where you just break down and you just can't go no more. I don't want you to get to that place where you feel as though you aren't any good for anybody. Because you are absolutely depleted. And that's how I felt. Depleted. I felt worthless. Useless. I felt like I couldn't go any longer. I couldn't get out the bed. I cried and I cried and I cried. All because I didn't know me. All because I didn't set up any healthy boundaries for me. All because I didn't know my self-worth. All because I allowed the world to dictate to me who I was supposed to be, what I was supposed to do, how I was supposed to react, right? All because I didn't deal with those issues from my past. I didn't do the work. And so as I went to counseling, as I started pouring out, pulling up, uprooting some things from my past, I began to journal. Yeah, I began to journal. I began to write and just write some more and write some more and continue to write. You can relate, Queen. Come on. I just wrote and I just allowed my mind to just get it all out. Sometimes it started off as gratitude. Sometimes it started off as writing out a prayer. It was tears on the paper for me crying. Getting all those emotions out. See, as adults, sometimes we don't have anybody to go to, right? Yeah, you can go to a counselor, but some of us can't afford to go to counseling. But if you just write and spend time with yourself and get all those thoughts out, all those feelings. Thank you for the roses, Queen. All those feelings, all those thoughts out. Come on, Queen. Yes. You journal, getting all that stuff out, getting it out. And I remember just pages and pages. I should have brought them over here, but I have tons of journals, y'all. I have tons of journals, and I still practice it. I might not do it every day, but I still practice it. And because I was able to dump, right? I just was able to dump and get it out. Get it out. Because a lot of times, like I said, some of us don't have anybody to talk to. Some of us don't have anybody to lean on. Some of us just feel isolated. But if you could get those emotions out and just dump them in that journal. And I would date those pages. And now that I could go back and read some of the things that I wrote. Here's one right here. Read some of the things that I wrote. No, that's not one. Read some of the things that I wrote. And be like, wow, God really saved me. If it wasn't for God, if it wasn't for me wanting to change, if it wasn't for me identifying, here's one right here, pages and pages, right? If it wasn't for me caring enough for me. On today, y'all, I want y'all to think about where you are. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling isolated, if you're feeling alone, I want you to pick up a journal and start writing. I want you to love on yourself today. I want you to be okay with you on today. And however you feel, if you're angry, if you're mad, disappointed, happy, sad, grateful, whatever those feelings are, feel your feelings. So often as the strong one, right? So often as adults, we don't allow ourselves to feel. We don't allow ourselves to be mad. Coming up in the church, I've been in church for all as I can remember. And we were always taught, be grateful for what you have, the little you do have. And yeah, you are grateful. I'm grateful for what I had, but there was time when I wanted more. And we were ashamed. I was ashamed to feel that. Because guess what? It sounds selfish. Nobody to lean on. I'm going to try journaling. Come on, Queen. Yes. Journal. Dump those feelings and those emotions out. And so like I was saying, I didn't want to seem selfish. I didn't want to bother anyone with my feelings. I didn't want nobody to feel sorry for me. I didn't want nobody in my business. Right? That's how we do. That's how we think. But honestly, when we journal, it's just a personal letter to ourselves or a personal letter to your most higher power. Whatever. Just let it out. And I'm telling you, when I first really took it serious and took that time alone, set up in my room and just journal, and tears running down my face, paper all wet, ink blaring, getting blurry or whatever. But I felt relieved. I felt the release of all the stuff that I had bogged up in me. All of the worries, all of the pain, all of the disappointment, all of that was just rolled up on the inside of me, and I was able to get it out. And that's how journaling saved me. I was able to get those emotions out. When I was angry, when I didn't understand, I was able to get it out. Sometimes you just got to get it out. Sometimes you just got to, you say, you know what, I'm gonna sit in this bathroom and just journal and just write these emotions out and get them out. Put them on paper. Put them on paper. So what does that mean? What does that look like? That means taking time for you, right? Taking time for you. Taking time away from everybody else, everything else. Even in the Queen's Tribe, I'm the founder of, like I said earlier, a private Facebook group called the Queen's Tribe. If you want to join, it's absolutely free. The link is in my bio. One of the queens in the tribe, she said her quiet time is when she's driving home from work and she sits in her car. And in her car, she can cry. She can journal. She can listen to music. Whatever she do, before she go in the house, right? Hey, Queen, thanks so much for joining me. Before she go in the house, right, and deal with the kids, the husband, and all that stuff, she sits in her car for a good half an hour. Good 30 minutes, right? And she able to pray, cry, sing, laugh, journal, whatever, scream if she has to, because we need that time to ourselves. And so on today, I want you to be intentional. I want you to be intentional about getting some journaling in and that private time alone. And I know you probably saying, I got kids, I got work, I got a house to take care of, I got a job to worry about, I got businesses. We all do. We all do, right? Like I said, I'm a mom of 3, a grandmama, a grandmother, a mother of 3, a wife, business owner. I got stuff to do too. But I understand that taking care of me is the most important part. Because if I'm not good, come on, queens. If we're not good, nobody in the house good. Ask my husband. Right? And so when we take care of ourselves, we're able to be better for everybody else around us. And so on today, I want y'all to journal. I want you to journal. I want you to take some quiet time to yourself. If you got to sneak away and go to the bathroom, go out to the car on your lunch break, go outside for lunch, sit in the car, do something different. Exactly, right? Do something different. Take some time for you, some quiet time. You know, if you pray, meditate, but actually journal as well. Journal. Start a new practice of journaling. Okay, you gonna do it, Queen. For real, you gonna do it. All right. I want to make sure you do it, okay? And also, guys, I have a free self-love quiz. Also, the link is right above, what's that, in my bio. You guys on Facebook is right there above this video. Take the self-love quiz. It's like 14 questions just to ask you on your self-love journey, right? Take the quiz, see where you are on your journey, and really think about those questions, because those questions are a little in depth, right? It's a little in depth. And I want you to think about, like, wow, why am I not this? Why do I do that? You know, and that could be a journaling exercise for you. So if you take the quiz, right, you take the quiz and then you journal about what your response was, that'll be an exercise as well. It'll help you think, right? It'll help you go deeper within your time of alone, your alone time on today. All right. So listen, queens, this has been what's today's date? Today is day 7 of the 12 days of self-love, right? And so we're doing 12 days of self-love. I call it self-loveness, where I'm just coming on live. I've come on live. I shared videos of self-love. I shared tips affirmations that you can use, journaling prompts you could use. So stay connected. If you don't follow me on these platforms, make sure you follow me. Thanks again for the roses, Queen. I'm really honored. Thank you. Thank you so much. But follow me for more inspiration. Like I said, Queens, if you feel comfortable, if you're ready to go a little deeper and be around a group of women that's also on a self-love journey, you can go over to Facebook if you're on Facebook and join the Queens Tribe. The link and everything is in my bio. Download the what you call it, the self-love quiz. Download your quiz, get that, and yeah, let's work on us. Let's end this year off by starting a self-love journey. How about that? Let's end this year off by starting a journey of self-love. Remember what I always say, self-love isn't selfish, it's necessary. In order to be the best version of ourselves, we gotta love ourselves first. Okay, so listen, guys, I'm gonna get up off of here. Thank you so much for joining me here on TikTok and on Facebook. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you for sending the hearts, the roses, all the love on TikTok. I appreciate it. Remember, guys, I love you, but God loves you more. And I'm going to see each of you at the top because there's no more room at the bottom. Go ahead, download your free self-love quiz. Take the quiz. Think about those answers that you use, that you give, and allow that to be a journaling prompt for you today. All right? Be blessed, guys. See you guys Friday. I'll be live again at Friday at 12 noon. So have your notifications on. All right, Queen. Thank y'all so much for joining me.